reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. You're listening to LOTRO Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network, brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter. And by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapon at doghousesystems.com.
Welcome to LOTRO Reporter, episode 247. I am your host, Cari, and I am joined this week, as always, by the Minion Master himself, Layanor, the Panthless Wonder. How you doing, Layanor?
Hi.
What's going on? We have like the most exciting news ever later in the show, don't we?
Yes, even one's crossed off.
Yes. It's so much news we had to like pick and choose.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to talk about the stuff we don't have.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we can talk about stuff we do have. What have you been up to?
I got back into the moors and did Middle-earth at War. So I'm very happy with that. Actually, I even, let's see, Thursday and Saturday I was also in the moors too, and I was getting a lot of, not reputation, a lot of, renown. So I am 39.93 into my rank. I wasn't 40, which I thought I was before, but I'm really close to getting 40 now.
Oh, that's awesome, because that's like, rank 13 or 14?
I will be going for rank 14.
Ooh.
Yep, and then 15's right after that, so it's quite the grind.
Oh, yeah.
And what have you been doing, Cari?
I've been questing in Gondor on both Brandy and Landy. I made it to level 99 last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took down the bear. I've been getting weird stuff in the what is it, the war, the roaming quests for the horses.
What? Woof.
The war horse quests, or the war pony quests, the war goat quests, whatever those things are. You know, you see the little red X on your map, and if you don't want to run into the guy with the 150 war bands, that's it.
Oh my God, Cari.
My brain is hot, and I'm tired. And I got stung by 2 bees on Saturday, so I finally took some antihistamine, and I might be just the slightest bit loopy.
Ooh, nice.
Just a little bit. Anyway, there was a war band there of like a bear sloth looking thing. So I managed to take that one down all by myself, I think. And I got one of the boxes. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get too much exciting in that. But the war band the other day, the turtle, I got emeralds in my box, which was a little weird to get crafting materials in a box. But okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I found the super duper turtle. He's living outside of Lumbus. Not Lumbus. That's the bread.
He's living outside a piece of bread right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Callambell. That's it. He's living. He's outside of Callambell. So that was kind of fun. And I had to backtrack to get to this little bitty teeny tiny town, which seems to have turned into a major quest hub, because I've gotten like 6 quests and I've almost over a quarter a level there. So I'm glad I kind of went back to do that, because I was like moving on to the other part, clear to the next map. Mm-hmm. Like, wait, I'm missing something back there. So that's pretty cool. And the bounties are kind of cool. I mean, the chicken bounty was awesome fun. It's like, wait, you want me to do what with the chickens?
Go on. Explain.
Yeah. Well, you're like you're like, oh yes, every chicken is gone, and you're like, okay, and then you finally show up where the chickens are, and you're like, okay, why didn't they just go home? Because there's just 6 chickens sitting there with rings above their head, waiting for you to pick them up and stick them in a magic bag and take them home, I guess. I don't know. They're
Okay.
just neat. They're kind of cool. I am enjoying the quest, the main storyline. It's not your typical what I was expecting. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, and oh, what are you showing us, Layanor?
No, we're in the moors, so we're about to die
Okay.
sooner or
So,
later.
alrighty. Well, that is what I've been doing. Just having fun with bounties and stuff.
Go.
Hi. All right. It's time for the news.
Hi.
We have no news.
Huh?
None. None.
None?
There's none.
What do you mean
Unless
none?
something. No news. I'm checking the forum as we
I
speak,
hear you typing.
just to double check to make sure that something important like, the Bjorning price or something didn't come
Right.
out, like between yesterday afternoon and this evening. Um, no timeline for maybe we do have something. Let's see.
This just in.
As soon as they have more update information about the timeline for update 15, they will post it. That doesn't help.
Mm. It's news.
Yeah, it's
Yay!
yeah, and then people are being rather snarky in their titles. What do the game developers at Turbine actually do? And will we join Aragon or keep playing the disposable garbage mopper again?
Snarky.
Snarky. So nothing in the way of news, and 3-mans were canceled because MMO Reporter had to record early.
Yes.
So that's done. So did you know for us, Layanor?
Yes. It's something I've been working on for quite a while. I mentioned it a couple times. And it is the Turbine Point Factory Guide that I have been working on. So let me pull that up and explain it. Because we don't have news, so I might as well go step by step.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, you draw some stick figures.
Okay, that's important. Got it. Everybody got that step down? Drawing stick figures. Got it.
Okay, so now some of you are going to kind of go, I don't know if I want to do all that. This guide is pretty dang complicated. Let me get up the chat room so I can actually see some feedback. That would be great.
We have
Alright.
Draculetta and Braxwolf.
Happy birthday, Draculetta! I drew
Hey.
stick figures for you.
Yeah.
And Braxwolf, who is doing awesome lately.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Over a few years of looking at stuff for LOTRO about turbine points and farming turbine points and making characters and deleting characters to get more turbine points, and the YouTube videos, especially the Oh Golly Gee Whiz videos. He's done like 3 or 4 different videos on turbine points just on farming alone. And
Who?
I started thinking, what's that?
Who's he? Who's done this?
Oh Golly Gee Whiz.
Is that the person's name?
Yes.
Okay. Thought you couldn't remember the person's name, and you're going, oh, golly gee whiz. Okay, go ahead.
Look him up on YouTube, everybody. You'll see his guides. I started thinking, well, wait a minute. Nobody has ever covered making turbine points or farming turbine points this way. So I was like, well, is the way that I'm planning on telling you right now. And I'm thinking, well, is there any bad things of doing it this way? So I really started looking into a few things and decided that no, this is actually a very good way. It's just a little bit more complicated, but it produces a lot more turbine points. So what you need to do is you need to make a character, or choose one of your main characters, because this is going to be your main person. It would be great if it was a captain or a hunter, just for the fact that you're going to be moving around a lot, and that's kind of important. If you don't have those two classes, this is going to be kind of tough, but still doable. So, or you can just go ahead and just make one and just start, doing it, leveling it. So what you want to do is you want to level a character right away to level 30. And I picked level 30 because if you're a free-to-play player, the quests and stuff stop around level 30 or so, as soon as you hit evendim. So try to get to 30, go a little bit further if you can, but that's like the key thing for this. And the second step is multi-boxing. So what you're going to do is you're going to make separate accounts and start making characters. Now, when you go over to LOTRO.com to set up an account, you technically do not need an email for this. You can put in whatever the heck email that you want because they don't check. They don't confirm it.
Yeah, you can also add an account to an existing subscription. There's a way to do that as well.
Yes, and that is in my Did You Knows as well.
Okay.
So do that. I recommend making 5 accounts.
Okay.
And the next step is to start making a lore master on each one of those accounts, at least 4 of those accounts, and get them out of the beginner area. Now your fifth one would be really cool if you could make a captain. Mainly because the captain can go somewhere and you can port around these other characters. Especially if your main character cannot port around people, the captain is really, really useful for that. So from there, what you need to do is start leveling up some of these characters as quickly as possible, as best as you can. You can use my power leveling guide for that because you're going to have one character at level 30 and you're going to have 5 other characters that are level 6. So what you need to do is you need to have them all follow your main character, have them all grouped up, and level them up. A few levels, 10, 15 levels or whatever. It's pretty quick when you have a main character that just runs around and one-shots everything. This is also a very good PC test at this point. If you can get 6 clients running all at the same time on your computer, then go ahead and do it. If for some reason you're running around the lobby areas and you can't move around very well, you're going to have to take off maybe one of these clients or two of these clients and then see how well you can move. Me personally, I had 6 characters running around in, I don't know how to pronounce it, the beginner Elven area, Kellendon?
Yeah, Kellendon, yeah.
And I could not move around very well, so I had to lower everything down to very low, or whatever the lowest setting is, and from there I was able to move around pretty good.
Okay.
So you're going to have to kind of play around with that and fix it to however it's going to work for your PC. Let's see, we got that. Okay, so the next step is we're going to be taking, we'll use an example. We'll be going to the Barrow Downs, and I don't have the name of the instance right here, but there is an instance where the undead in the instance respawns really, really fast. And I'm not talking something that's on the instance finder. It's one of those world instances where anybody can walk into it.
Okay.
So what you do is you take all of your characters, your whole little motley crew, into there, and you find a nice little spot and you park those 5 characters there. Now the best thing is you can pull out all of your bears from your lore masters, and when you run around with your main character, those bears will protect your alts that you have there. So the key thing is, when you're running around and killing stuff, everybody in your group is going to be getting loot. And the main thing is that we're looking for here are reputation items. There is a reputation item that gives 30 reputation, and there's another item that gives 700 reputation.
The things that look like bracelets, and then the things that.
Yep, I have it written down here. Cartalin trinkets. So if you get 122 of those, or it could be 120, I forget the number, you will be you level all the way up kindred in that faction. So in this case, this would be Bree. These things drop fast in this area. You just run around and you kill as many things as you can, and it's kind of considerate too if you look around and make sure that there isn't anybody leveling in this area too. Otherwise, you're just kind of taking stuff from them, and most of the time people need to go through here to get things done. But if there's a level 100 guy running around, whatever, take his kills. But yeah, so what we're doing is we're farming reputation items. There's going to be a lot of items dropping, so you're going to have to kind of micromanage a little bit. But what you want to do is you want to get these trinkets that are worth 700 each. So after an hour, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, close to 900 trinkets. Now, I said earlier that if you use 120, that brings you to kindred.
Mm-hmm.
So this brings you pretty close to, let's see, if you go all the way up to kindred, you get 50 turbine points.
Okay, nice.
So this brings you up to about 300 or 350 turbine points. If you use all of these trinkets on all of your alts on your main character. That's like 6 different characters.
Okay.
Okay. So
you're so let me get this straight. So you're multi-boxing, then you're basically sending the trinkets to your main account.
Yep.
So that you can level up with kindred on 6 or 7 alts on that main account to get your 300 TP. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
So the next step is just to keep going with this. If you keep following my power leveling guide and level up this little group here, you can go into other areas and start farming out those reputation items as well. In Agmar, Misty Mountains for Rivendell stuff. Even
that
them,
one's hard to get.
It is hard and slow. You might have to skip that one.
Unless you go into the goblin tunnels and get lost. Hello. Yeah, it's really, really, really hard to get the Rivendell rough up.
So there are some really key areas to farm a lot of reputation items out of, especially Moria. There's some areas that I use for power leveling where you just go around in a circle. I remember taking you through there and getting all of your pages.
Mm-hmm.
You can take your group through there and you can get reputation items for 2 factions at once. And there are other places too in before Moria that have that stuff. So you get your group leveled up and you start farming all of these areas and you start hoarding all these reputation points. So we get, every time we go to kindred, we get 50 turbine points.
Nice.
Okay, so if you roll a character and get them from the beginning, all the way out of the beginner area, that takes about half hour, 45 minutes if you know the place really good. Okay? Then you have them either go to their mailbox or you have them go over to your bank where all your reputation items are, and you just max them out on kindred on all of the factions that you got.
Okay.
6 factions is 300 turbine points.
Okay, nice.
And that's half a quest pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with this factory that you've created, you can unlock a whole heck of a lot of things.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
It kind of just depends on your computer, though, if you can if your computer can handle that or not.
It's true. That's true.
So there was a couple things I want to end on here. There's always a gray area where people start talking about multi-boxing and if it's legal or not.
There was just a discussion in the forums about that, and they reiterated that yes, it was legal.
Yes, multi-boxing is legal. Turbine does not see anything bad with it. In fact, that I personally think that they think that they're going to make money on all those accounts that you made. So it
Yeah.
looks good for them. And there's nothing wrong with using this. So if you guys want to try it, let me know. Let me know how it worked out for you, and any suggestions to change things or add things. I just posted this, so I'll post the link to everybody, and hope you guys like it.
Cool. Thank you very much, Layanor. That was very interesting.
Okay, I gotta get back to the show notes now.
Okay, Brandy Jam is coming.
Hold on,
Ooh.
I'm gonna play music first.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Cari, the music has stopped.
Okay, Brandy Jam is coming. Yay!
Yes, Brandy Jam. Another crazy thing that I've made up.
That's cool. I like the purple tones of purple you got going on. That is a very awesome, cool stage for concerts.
Yes, that was made by Anna Rose from Brandy Wine. She does some really nice work. She also did the Frog and Bird album logo.
I love that. I use that a lot.
We have a couple bands signed up, but I need to confirm with them first because they were interested before the sign-up started. So I need to get a hold of them, and anybody that wants to join up, please contact the email that is there. I think it's brandyjamlotro@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have all these things opened up right now. We are doing a fashion show before it. It's going to be the Bad Cari Mack as a judge.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Morgany back again, who was our fashion designer that showed up for last year's. And there's another woman that I cannot pronounce her name. Geez, LOTRO names. It begins with C, though.
Okay.
She's been doing fashion shows for her kinship, and she's been judging them along with a few other people, and she's been doing those for a couple years now, so she's going to be joining us as well.
Nice.
And the prizes, I've already figured out the prizes of the 3 categories, which is best formal wear, best, what was it, armor,
Okay.
best war,
Okay.
or military or whatever, something like that.
Somebody just rode by on a goat.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And best of the worst, which is the worst you can dress.
Yeah, I almost won that accidentally by just putting on my regular armor last time. It's too bad I wasn't eligible.
Thanks to Turbine and their mailbox updates, I'm going to be giving away 1 cloak of your choice from the Turbine store. So you get to
Nice.
pick it out yourself, and I will mail it to you, and you will have it.
That's because he's farmed all of these turbine points with this
That's
new guy.
right.
Awesome. All right, we have letters galore, Layanor. Most of them take umbrage with what you have said over the last year and a half on the show. But we do have lots of letters. Were you done talking about Brandy Jam before I move on to
Yes.
letters? Okay.
Yes.
WarriorPoetX would like to bonk you for suggesting monetary costs for a new hobby.
Why?
He says the VIPs, etc., would explode if they did such a thing.
What?
Which is true. There would be explosions, but that probably won't stop them.
What? I dodge your bonk.
Okay. He also says no bandages. That's what food's for. I think that was from the discussion of when we were talking about ways to craft things that would be interesting, and one of the things would be bandages, or a Healy hobby, a sewing hobby, or something.
Yes.
So.
Like botany.
Yeah, or history, or alchemy, or something like that, or archaeology, like WoW's got. I guess archaeology is like super hard in WoW. He says hobbies are meant to be fun, even though the fishing does need some changes, you know. And he suggests some hobbies, like bug hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I played a game where I was supposed to collect bugs. The Sims 3 had bug collection in it for a hobby for your holidays. And you'd like stomp on them and you hear a squishing sound. It was kind of awesome. So, and then you could add them to a plaque. So, that would be cool. And of course, golf. Darts would be awesome. That would be really awesome. Darts? Nobody has ever mentioned darts.
No, nobody's mentioned darts. There are probably some Hobbit bars that might have darts.
Yeah, maybe there's a reason that you are not, you know, that they don't want you throwing sharp objects in the Hobbit pubs. But anyway, juggling different items that you can get. Different items, the better you get, like pins and swords and torches and me.
And chainsaws.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Lower appropriate.
Well, yeah, I was actually listening to Paizo talk about their new module or the new adventure path, which is laser guns and chainsaws. An orc with a chainsaw.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then there would be carpentry, which involves studying recipes and craft housing items. I would so be happy to get some different housing items. That would be awesome. Pant banditry. Yes. Stealing Layanor's pants and hiding them through them. I thought the Moria keg did that. I know that Moria keg steals your pants and then sends you to scary places in Moria that I don't even know. It's like, wait, where was this?
Mm-hmm.
They sent me to the top of a statue of a goat one time, and I didn't know how to get down because it was like you couldn't get down.
A goat statue? Where is that?
I don't remember. I remember looking at the map and going, where in the world am I? Because I was so high up, I couldn't tell what part of Moria I was in.
Wow.
I think it was like at the edge of like Redhorn Lodes, you know, that area with all the mine tracks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I think it was toward one of the edges of that area. And it was the top of like the flat part of a goat statue. Never been there before.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. Instead of where Waldo, there'd be where's Layanor's pants. That's pretty cool. Then we got another letter. He sent one letter and he says that maybe it had the different raid colors had something to do with different specs. And he says he was wrong. He did just do a series of tests over a few accounts, and he has since swapped the different combos and specs. And he says the colors are absolutely class based. So if you saw two copies with different colors, you had to be smoking bad pipe weed. You got the brown lumbus at the Weatherstock.
Oh.
Yeah. So
yeah,
champs,
and there's turtles next to that limbus, so.
Yeah. Big honking turtles.
Big honking turtles is bad. It's real bad.
Yeah. Champions are red. Minis are yellow. Wardens are blue. So yeah. Runekeepers are a light yellow as opposed to a regular yellow, I guess. Lore Masters are teal and Burglars are gray.
Mm-hmm.
Specs and raid assist don't make any difference. Well, that's cool.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, and in his next letter, he wants to gently slap you. You better dodge that one too. Better roll for dodge.
Let me hear first.
Okay. It was I think perhaps he wrote this before he heard that you agreed that LOTRO was never a rating game. And that more did the rift due to lesser requiring of people, but even that was a small percentage. I think he might have not gotten far enough into the episodes.
I might not have to roll for this dodge.
Yes. So he said M&M's MMOs were not about the leveling to raid. That's a recent era development. Prior to WoW, such as EverQuest and Dayok, they had very few ways of raiding to compare to other content. While EQ1 pioneered what WoW would later create as the end game, defining an MMO purely on the basis of leveling to raid is extremely detrimental to the journey of a good game. So, yeah, this is what a lot of people feel, as from what I've been able to gather. From 1 to max level in many games is often stale and swift, making on the saying the real game starts at max level, which in his opinion is a horrible way to have a game. So...
Well, we have the diehard MMO players that love the world that they join and love to be in it. Unfortunately, that's not really a mainstream thing, and I believe that Blizzard knew that, and what they needed to do was they needed to have something at the end. A big boss, some sort of content that people can strive for to get to the end. And then at that point they would be able to sell expansion packs to further the end and give really good sales to that extra content that they sell. So Blizzard mainstreamed basically that style, and a lot of MMOs just really like to follow that up and just do the same thing that they did to make a lot of cash on
the WoW clone.
Every year.
Yep.
So yeah, dodge that one.
Yep. He says, well, LOTRO may have a smaller player base. The game by far, he believes, has more players and that are playing longer. Which is very interesting. I assume, of course, that you listened to Sapiens, Chris' interview with Sapiens, right?
Yes,
Chris?
Sure did.
Okay, because he said that when free-to-play came around, the demographics of age, which is skews mature, for MMOs didn't change. What they brought in were people who loved Tolkien's lore but may have not been able to afford the sub. Which was interesting. And you are spot on about people wanting just to be in the world of Lord of the Rings. And last letter says he loves solo, duo, 3-mans, and 6-mans. While the raids were fun, and having done them all, they were not nearly as fulfilling as the other content, just due to the fact that a raiding environment is just higher stress and sometimes toxic. So with the right mechanics, a 2, 3, or 6-man can be just as challenging as a raid for the group size, which is what he's very much in favor of, which I absolutely agree. We've had some hard 2 and 3-mans lately.
It's true. That difficulty is up. I was told by my kinship, I think last week, that the new gear makes a big difference. The slotted armor. So I guess that brings the difficulty a little bit more easier and a little bit more better to handle. So I'm hoping to get into that stuff, but holy cow, does that look like a grind. So I'll get there, but right now I'm looking to get to the moors at 50%.
Okay.
That's my
goal.
goal.
I noticed there were hobbits outside of the castle.
Yes, that is a very small pocket village of hobbits that the creeps can come and kill whenever they want.
Yeah, that's right. They get hobbit feet, don't they?
Yep. I want one. Every once in a while, the server will hiccup during a really, really big battle in one of these areas that have NPCs. And the items that you collect will switch over to the other side. I have an elven ear. I have a leg of man. I want a lucky hobbit's foot. If anybody has a hobbit's foot on Brandywine, please, please let me buy it. I have 50 gold. I will give it to you.
Oh, cool. Okay, so what are those people doing?
This looks like a sparring group.
Okay.
So they're just kind of sparring, chilling.
That that orc
taking
thing is
turns.
moving very fast.
That orc thing?
Well, the LM, yeah, they're moving way faster than I would ever move in Lotro.
We'll zoom in a little bit. Yep, the Reavers are pretty quick. Just like
Okay.
they are in Firefly.
Oh, he's very attractive.
And the winner is that guy. Oh, he's gonna die.
So for the LMs out in the moors like that, um, is the stone cool? Creepy. Is the stone just like the like what everybody will like aggro the stone? Is there a reason that the guys with the players behind it will kill the stone before they kill the player?
The stone. What do you mean that? Oh,
Like
you,
the LM stone. So I noticed that the creep knocked down the LM stone before he went after the player.
the Runekeeper stone?
RK stone, yeah, that
Okay,
one.
that was confusing me.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
They're. I don't know how strong it is, but they. For whatever reason, he decided to kill it right away.
Wow, that guy dude looks like he came out of the 70s.
Trying to
That was
show
an
as many
epic,
outfits and stuff as I
epic,
can.
epic mustache. Oh, he looks awesome in a very, very creepy sort of way. Is this guy trying to get him, trying to get you to say hello, or is he like trying to get this guy to spar with him by jumping up and down on his head?
He's quite jumpy.
Yeah.
I did want to say something about the first letter.
Okay.
You're a little bit quick there. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Oh geez, where did it go? There we go. Oh, that's not it. Brandy Jam. Hobbies. No, I don't think the community would go absolutely crazy if they were bought hobbies. The hobbies that you point out here are really good hobbies. These are hobbies that you'd be doing for fun, and I don't think Turbine would be adding these in, mainly because they're probably not going to be making any Turbine points or any money doing this. They would have to incorporate some sort of Turbine point or Mithril coin system into these hobbies to speed things up or something like that. What I'm saying is, what they should do is, if we're going to be paying Turbine points or Mithril points to be doing these kinds of hobbies where, you know, for fun, and we're going to be paying cash anyway, why not make them really useful at the end?
I see.
Well,
What
not like super useful, but cool. Like I think in that show I pointed out horse training, where it would give you another 5% of speed in your horse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're kindred in whatever that hobby is. I would pay for these things. You know, all those little things. We talked about bandages. Yes, that is World of Warcraft, but it's a bandage we're talking about. Any game can have a bandage.
That's true.
To have those to be used as small healing potions would be awesome. I can't see people arguing about bandages. I really can't. Botany would be an awesome thing because we already know Aragorn, looks for herbs and things to use to heal people with.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a scholar thing, though. I think they just kind of incorporated into the scholar, but it would be really nice if that was its own system. And to actually look around and find herbs and stuff to use while you're questing, while you're out there and you're away from towns for a while, I mean, that would be awesome. So having these kinds of hobbies that are actually useful, especially at the end of it, would be a really cool idea, and Turbine could make a few bucks on it.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. All right, so that was our letters for the week. War WarriorPoetX also says that hobbies would be fun, like wooden swords or hobby horses. Haha.
Wooden swords would be great. I'd
Wooden
like
swords.
that.
Yeah. I have a group of in my kinship on Landy that once a year on their Sunday night sieges, they go out with just pitchforks, rolling pins, and butter knives and have a blast.
That would be pretty cool.
Yep, they go out and do with the group content raids and stuff like that with just pitchforks, butter knives, and rolling and yeah, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. If you haven't RSVP'd for the MMO Reporter meetup, we have had to cut it off because we have had 50 people say they're coming to visit us at Thursday night at PAX.
Ooh.
50 people. I don't know if I can talk to that many people.
I can.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
In person?
Oh. What? No.
Yeah. No, I can do it. I did it last year. I have fun. I kind of have a glass and a half of cider, and then I kind of forget what I said the rest of the night. So I hope I'm nice to people. Anyway, it has been shut off. So if you didn't RSVP, you might beg Chris, but right now we can't hold any more people.
Yep. If you show up, don't expect to get in, but you might be able to shake some hands after.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah, we will be around. We have had people that find us places. Chris usually gives us some goodies, so if you run into us and see us and mention the goodies, we kind of will hand over pins and stuff if we have any.
Mm-hmm.
I've also used pins to bribe people to run my camera for me during interviews. Yeah. All right, Layanor, you probably should talk about our awesome sponsor. Or I can talk about our awesome sponsors because I'm trying to get a buddy of mine from work to buy a doghouse system. I love mine. Chris will be getting his when he comes up with, I guess Canada has a lottery, so if he wins the lottery, he's going to buy everybody a doghouse systems computer. But he says his next one's going to be a doghousesystems.com. So as I told my friend today, because it just rolled off my tongue, use the coupon code MMO Reporter to double your RAM for free.
Okay.
Yeah. You can also go to audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter Network, where you can get 1 month free, which is 1 credit, which is 1 book, which can be 60 or 70 hours of entertainment if you pick the correct book.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And it covers just about every interest you could possibly have, up to and including some of the Dritz D&D books, I believe, the Game of Thrones series, about every zombie apocalypse book out there, and Sparkly Vampires if you're into those.
And books for dummies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we looked. Books for dummies,
Yep.
too. I'm not really sure how that works in Audible form, but hey.
I'd like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like that.
You
Our
Go ahead.
contact information is lotro.reporter@gmail.com. Our Twitter is @LOTROReporter. Our Facebook, you can check us out at LOTRO Reporter. Just Facebook search button, whatever, however you do that.
Yep.
There is a voicemail, which some people need to use because it's awesome. Call us up at 616-666-6778, or you can go to our main webpage, MMO Reporter, and there will be a widget on the right side of the screen. Just record your voice with your microphone, and please tell us what show you're from, or that you want to talk to, because that can get kind of hectic.
Yeah.
Check us out on YouTube. Just YouTube us at MMO Reporter Network. Our website is www.lotroreporter.com, where all of our past podcasts are, and videos for most of them. You know what? I should really do a video for episode 40.
Yes, you should totally do a episode for episode. You totally need to make sure you follow us on YouTube, because in 2.5 weeks the network goes a little bit crazy with the streaming
PAX.
stuff, PAX stuff, and the videos. And I am so excited. I am trying to get the people that are doing Pathfinder online to talk to me.
I told Chris this year to take video of fans and people that, just random video of people of the event.
Mm-hmm.
So we can make a nice little video of PAX. And if some of you guys see Chris out there with his camera, just wave, jump,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
show him your socks.
Don't give him socks, though. Just show him you're wearing socks. Please, no socks.
You can check out our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/MMOReporter, where we are live streaming a whole heck of a lot of stuff. And you can Twitter me at Layanor, Layanor, and you can Twitter the Cari Mac, TheCarimac.
Correct.
Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys. Again, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. And as always, we do hope to see you in game. You may only not wear pants if you're wearing a kilt, and no, I am not doing a kilt check for proper kilt wearing.
What? I thought you wanted to be a kilt checker.
No. Depends on how cute. No.
Oh, okay, I see.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to check out all the other podcasts at MMOReporter.com or by clicking on any of the links here. And please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MMOReporter. Thanks, everyone, and see you in game.